We're steaming north to join the eastbound convoy, and we got 100,000 barrels of high-test gas slopping in our hose. Stuff that makes tanks roar and planes fly. Where are we heading? Well, this is war. We're shipping under sealed orders, but it's in the right direction. Patches of it for half an hour.
Main bank's over there to port. See something, mister?
No, it's my tooth again. I got a mouthful of little dwarfs with red-hot pickaxes.
You had that toothache in our last voyage. Why didn't you get it fixed when we were in port?
When I'm in port, I want to see something better looking than a dentist.
You rated toothache.
Right, sir. That's punishment for my sins.
Take more than a toothache to pay for your sins. Women, Honolulu, Port Said, Cape Town, police in Singapore. I reckon you've been in trouble in every deep water port in the world.
I can't think of any I missed.
Fog's gonna shut in thick before dawn.
Yeah.
Parker!
Yes, sir?
Pass the word along to the post, and I want a double lookout, fore and aft.
All right, sir. Expecting trouble, sir?
You're here to learn, Parker. Here's your first lesson. It's an old law of the sea. Don't ask questions when you're given an order.
Yes, sir.
That kid's gonna be all right. Remember when you were his age, Skipper?
Yes, mister. I remember. When I was as old as Parker, I'd sailed around the Horn in the square rigger.
I came up to the forecastle myself, but we haven't got time to train kids that way nowadays.
How else can you learn the sea? By rigging a kid in a fancy cadet's uniform and sticking his nose in a book?
Ah, why don't you give him a chance? He'll catch on.
Catch on.
The difference between you and me, Skipper, one of the differences is you remember the grief. I remember the fun.
Next time we get in port, see a dentist. First.
I shipped out on was so old that I found a pair of Christopher Columbus cufflinks in the locker. Did you have a gun on her? Certainly it had a gun on her. But holy mackerel, we never had the fire, the whole ship would have fallen apart. Funny guy.
Okay, deal me in.
This here belly wash gets worse every day.
Well, if it's belly wash, you don't have to drink it.
All right, then, it's hog wash.
Here you go, Peaches. Lap her up, baby.
So you've been robbing my canned cow again. What do you think we're going to use for milk this trip? Bilge water?
Oh, lay off caviar. Peaches has got to have her cream.
Now, you keep out of my galley, or I'll cut your liver out and feed it to the cat.
Excuse me, I've got an order for the bosun. Hey, Boats, Captain's boy wants to see you. Bosun, the skipper.
Hey, look out!
Now what?
Next time you come in here, put your feet in your pocket.
I'm sorry. Bosun, the skipper wants a double lookout, fore and aft. What's the matter? The old man nervous?
Send somebody else. Don't break up the game. I see, understand.
Hey, what's the idea?
Oh, you wouldn't have won anyway.
Lay off him, Carl.
You take it too, Larson.
Oh, you're squeezing us out because we lose it.
You're sore because I called you when you had a pair of deuces.
Now, would I do a thing like that, would I?
Yes.
Certainly would.
Oh. How you getting along with your books, Professor?
Swell, thanks. Hey, you better study good or the skipper will put you in a corner with a dunce cap.
Leave it open, sweetheart. When I got it off Hatteras, 6 guys was caught in the forecastle because the door buckled and they couldn't bust her loose.
Sorry?
You deal me in. How did a Kansas haystaker like that ever happen to go to sea?
Why does anybody ever go to sea?
Well, why does anybody
I
go
could
to
be out here in a rust pot full of high-test gasoline. A guy has to be muscle-bound between the ears.
Well, you gotta be muscle-bound.
If a torpedo ever connected with this ship, we'd go up like a match lighted to cellophane. You ain't got a chance.
You ain't got a chance.
Boom, and you're in a hero department, just like that.
Yeah?
And the next thing you know, you're picking a Milky Way out of your ears.
Okay, so...
Now, wait,
Wait a minute. I think you got the wrong angle. The way I see it, if your ship's number is up, you're gonna get it.
Yeah? And suppose my number ain't up.
And, brother, torpedoes can connect right where you're sitting, and still nothing will happen.
Well, I want no torpedoes where I'm sitting. I'm a sensitive man, I am. What do you know about anyway? You carpenters, you got sawdust for brains.
Listen, I was shipping out when your buttons were safety pins. I was on a tanker in the last war.
I got defeated so much, I got water underneath.
What made you ship out again?
Well, for years, I had my own business. I got my own house, too. Got a little money put away.
And what are you doing out here in this floating junk pile?
Well, I want to keep my business and my house, and I figured this is a smart way to do it. We didn't ask for this war. I know I didn't. None of us did. And now all of us are in it.
Sure, sure. With you in the war, we got nothing to worry about. It's an open and shut proposition.
I got faith in God, President Roosevelt, and the Brooklyn Dodgers, in the order of their importance.
Backboord, in Führung 3 Meilen.
Jawohl. Wacht, we zien niet veilig meer heen. Door, backboord. Inferno, 3 miles.
Tauchtiefe 12 Meter, Zero aus.
Tauchtiefe 12 Meter, Zero aus. Maschinenkammer, 8 Knoten.
8 Knoten, Herr Leutnant.
Because this is one place my wife cannot get at me.
I thought you settled that alimony beef with your missus.
I did, but I got married again.
And you're running away from the new one so quick?
Well, they chased me, so I gotta run. Why, they think they can cut alimony off me like you carve blubber off a whale.
Hey, folks, what happened to that dame in San Diego? Name her Rose.
Well, she's still around. She got married, I think.
No, she's still on the loose.
Hey, I know her. You guys are talking about a different dame.
The same one. Said her folks come west to the covered wagon.
Yeah, and you take one look at her face, and you know why they had to keep it covered.
She looked like Frank Buck brung her back alive.
Oh, the lady. Can't you guys talk about anything but women?
What else is there to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't no hero. I'm a sailor, and that 100% bonus ain't 10.
I just went to sea for a summer vacation. That was 10 years ago.
How about some of that night lunch?
Why don't you give that tapeworm of yours a rest?
Why should I? Don't give me none.
That grub you serve on the ship, it's no wonder we're hungry all the time.
I notice you shoveling plenty of it.
But it don't agree with me. See? Whitey, give me a hand on right with you.
Last ship I was on, we eat like the Ritz.
The last ship. Every day I hear the same beat. You're always bragging about the last ship. And when you sail again, this will be the last ship. And you'll be yapping about me being the greatest cook that ever sailed. And you'll be right, too.
Well, I think you're a pretty good...
Oh! My corns.
Ah, you and your feet.
Oh, I got very sensitive feet. I found out in the last war my corns always hurt when there's a sub around.
You know, my feet, they hurt all the time. But they don't tell me nothing.
No kidding, my corns are burning me up.
Why don't you shut up about them corns?
He gets messages in his toes.
Why don't you bottle them corns? They can't that machine play nothing else.
Stop beating your gums, brother. I like it.
I had a girl used to sing that. She had a baby face and a brain to match. When never was heard an intelligent word, I taught it to her. Oh, brother, if that was a dame, you couldn't shut her up that easy.
Ruder hart Backboards.
Ruder hart Backboards.
Beide Rohre klar zum Anlauf.
Beide Rohre klar zum Anlauf.
Beide Rohre klar zum Anlauf.
Hauptrohr Volldruck.
Rohr 1 klar zum Schuss.
Rohr 1 klar zum Schuss.
Rohr 1 klar zum Schuss.
Hauptdruckrohr öffnen.
Rohr 1 ist klar zum Schuss.
Rohr 1 ist klar zum Schuss.
Okay. Ruhig. 5.
5.
4.
4.
4.
3.
3.
2.
2.
Torpedo.
Torpedo.
Los.
Los.
Torpedo, los. Ja, direkt mittschiffs.
Hit us square in the engine room, Captain. He's running fast. We're going to abandon ship. Stand by to roll away. Teacher, baby, where are you? Where are you? Teacher, baby, come here, teacher. Come on, sweetheart. Daddy's gonna take care of you.
aircraft after, sir.
Tell Sparks to sign off and get in the boat.
Aye, sir.
What about those men trapped
I
down?
couldn't get to them. There's nothing we can do.
Don't tell me what I can do, mister.
Steve, there's nothing in the book that says you got to burn with your ship.
Waiting for you, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sparks! We're shoving off. Come on, hurry.
Signing off now. Linie mit Schiff. Entfernung 1145.
Verbesserung 14.
Am Ziel! There's a stinking pig behind!
Yeah, and it smells so bad they gotta come up for air.
There, those
Give way port side, backwater starboard.
captain.
Where do you think he is? He's with his ship. Why, they're taking pictures of us. We're in the movies, boys. Why, they're taking pictures to show Hitler. It should have sound. I could tell him something. Take your pictures, you murderous pirates. Let's give him this. Thumbs up.
Amerikanische Dummköpfe. Wir werden euch rammen. Beide Maschinen voller Camouflage.
They're bearing down. Give way together. Lay on them. He's going to ram us.
Go on, laugh, you apes. You had your blood and fire to make you laugh. But I swear to God our time is coming. We'll pay you back. We'll hunt you down and slice you like a piece of cheese.
And I can't hear you.
No. But God can.
Wreckage sighted at position 2, cast 7. What ship is that?
Northern Star, sir.
Captain Jarvis. Me. Glad to know you, Captain. Glad to know you. I'm Jordan, Nationwide Newsreel Service. We'd like to get some pictures of you and your man. Now, Captain. Captain, will you tell us in your own words exactly what happened when the torpedo hit the tanker?
She caught fire.
Into the microphone, please, Captain, not to me.
She caught fire.
And then what happened?
We took to the boats.
Did you see the submarine at any time?
Couldn't help seeing it. They rammed it.
And then what?
We spent 11 days on a raft.
I see.
But, here's our chief officer, Mr. Rossi. You'd better hear.
Thank you, Captain. Mr. Rossi, are you going to ship out again, sir?
Yeah, why not? You live on the land and your home burns down, you get another home. On the sea, it's the same way. You see, a ship is our home. If the ship burns, you get another ship. That's the way it is, ain't it, man?
Right. Thank you, Mr. Rossi. Anybody else like to say anything?
Go on, tell him. Don't be afraid.
What you gonna say, folks?
Your name, please.
O'Hara.
Alfred O'Hara. Well, come on, fellas. Hurry up, hurry up.
Well, I've got a message for Hitler, personally. My dear Adolf.
Hi, Cap. I thought you'd at sea.
Was.
Must have made a quick cut.
I did.
Oh, darling. Just got your telegram an hour ago. Up in the limit, couldn't find out a thing.
Sir,
Why didn't you tell me when you were coming? I'd have missed the train.
I didn't know what time I could get away.
Oh, all these days without any news of you.
We were picked up by the Navy. They don't give out much information these days.
No, they can't, of course.
She was a good ship, Sarah.
What about the men?
Some of them were lost.
You all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Fine.
You bought a new suit.
Doesn't fit very well.
You have a terrible sunburn.
Oh, it'll wear off.
Oh, darling, I like it. Oh, I've got so much to tell you about. Remember the Hopkins boy, George? Well, he joined the Merchant Marine. I really think he did it because of you.
I'm awful hungry, Sarah.
Oh, this is wonderful. I could soak in here for a month.
Of course, you know, it's really dangerous to take a bath so soon after dinner.
Too bad. I should have brought my life belt with me. Ah, this feels so good. I thought I'd never get in one of these again.
Sleep well, darling. Oh, I know. This is so silly. I'm only crying because I'm happy. I just didn't want you to see.
I knew it all the time.
After all these years, wouldn't you think I'd be used to it?
Sarah, I've been through a lot of storms. I've always come home to you.
I know. For a sailor's wife, this war is just another storm. Oh, darling. Well, darling. Rest.
Hello, Joe. Been away?
Yeah.
Joe Rossi, when did you get in?
Morning.
Good to see you. Have a drink on the house.
Oh, you better have one with me. Hey, what do you got's good for a toothache?
Oh, straight whiskey. It'll kill it or cure it.
Never helped it before.
Well, you never did it right. Look, hold it in your mouth, next to your tooth, but don't swallow. Look. I'll buy you one.
Oh, don't swallow it, eh? It feels better already.
Excuse me, William. Good luck. Will you keep this for me, please, Charlie?
Sure.
New face.
Yeah.
No matter, darling, where you are, I think...
Troop trains coming in every hour, all night long. Planes, guns, ammunition. Well, you can see them as plain as anything. Yes, sir. They must be sending off 50,000 men every night. Some nights more than that. You remember that blackout we had the other night? Supposed to be Nazi planes hanging around baloney. You know why they had it? They were sneaking ships out, plenty of them. And I'll tell you something. I happen to know the names of them ships.
Hey, Jack. The lady singing, do you mind?
I don't mind. The Western Star, 11,000 tons, sailed an hour ago. It was loaded with guns.
Hey, Gus. Want a drink?
Excuse me.
Maybe the news ain't reached you yet. There's a war on.
Sure ain't that what I've been saying? Those are troop ships going out to the front.
The front's right off Sandy Hook. It ain't more than 10 miles from here. They're losing a lot of ships out there just because of talk.
Talk nothing. Bombs and torpedoes is what's been doing them sinking. All those kids, thousands of them. Nothing but bait for Nazi submarines. I'm telling you, there was 10 ships in that convoy.
You saw that, huh?
Sure I saw it.
With your own eyes?
Of course, with my own eyes.
What do you know? Come here, I want to tell you something. A little closer, I want to whisper this.
The silence of my lonely room.
Now, Pete, maybe you won't talk so much. Hey, Charlie, I think our friend has had a little bit too much to drink, don't you?
Yeah. Did you hurt your hand?
Never do.
This torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day.
Hi. Hey, Charlie, another drink.
You don't waste time between drinks, do you?
I never waste time. Go on, sing something else.
Look, if you had to stop that guy, why didn't you take him outside? I make my living here.
Listen, I did it as neatly and as quietly as I could out of consideration to you. Should have had his teeth kicked in.
Big hero.
What would you do if a guy was shooting off his mouth?
Turn him in so he couldn't go and talk someplace else.
Well, they're direct enough for me. You want a drink?
Oh, thank you. I don't drink with strangers.
Well, then sing.
A command performance.
Yeah. I like your voice.
That's not what you like about me.
Well, that's all I know about you so far.
Here. I guess you two should know each other, I guess. Joe Rossi, Miss O'Neill.
How do you do?
You better get that tooth fixed.
I think I will.
Always wanted a classy typing ever since I was a kid. So I tells the guy the tie pin is on Davy Jones's necktie. So the buzzard gets sore. He says, that don't cut no ice with me. I still want my $80. So I says, all right, go sue Hitler.
Well, what happened?
So I paid the $80.
Hi, Yang.
Hi.
Good hands you got, huh?
Keep it quiet, will you? Hi, Whitey. Hi, Joe. I hear you lost your cat.
Yeah. The sea is no place for dumb animals.
When you take a cat or a dog to sea, you got to catch them young, then they don't get seasick.
The only place to get seasick is underneath a tree.
Okay, drop it. Let's play poker.
1 AB, 2 ordinary seamen, 1 wiper.
Relax, they're calling for a wiper.
That ain't me. That's just a rat trap going up the coast that only pays 40%.
4 oilers, 4 firemen, 2 wipers.
P.U., what smells bad around here?
What do you mean, what smells bad?
That perfume is worth $5 a whiff. I ought to charge you for it.
You know, it must be love when a dame will sprinkle that all over you.
More than 100 men must have shipped out today.
100? That's only a spit in the ocean. It'll take thousands. They're building them ships so fast.
4 oilers, 3 ABs.
That's the 4th time in the last half hour they've pulled for ABs. What are you waiting for?
I ain't in no hurry.
I figure I'm shipping out today or tomorrow.
Can't wait, can you?
It was lucky once, we'll be lucky again.
Sure, luck is riding on our tail.
What's the matter? Don't you believe in it?
I do. I once knew a fella get bombed 3 times without being scratched. Then he drowned himself taking a swim at Coney Island.
That's the way it goes.
In a pig's eye, I'm going to get me a shore job. Why should I commit suicide at my age? For my dough, the only safe run is a Staten Island ferry.
You'd look good on a Staten Island ferry.
Yeah, and I'll go on looking good when you're inside of a shark's belly.
I don't think you'd like that Staten Island run, kid.
Why not?
Well, you got to pass the Statue of Liberty going each way, and you might not want to look her in the face.
I don't mind. Well, what are you hanging around a hiring hall for if you ain't shipping out? I got my rights. I'm paid up here. I'm a paid-up member of this union in good standing.
Listen, the only uniform we got is a union button, and no guy's wearing one who ain't got what it takes.
And he ain't got it. And I ain't playing poker with no bed bugs.
What's biting you?
Come on, close your yap and deal.
Deal me in. You guys are talking like I was a kid or something, like I didn't know what the score was. Look, I've been shipping out for 6 years. It's one thing for you single guys not to worry in the world, easy come, easy go. So I ain't single, so I'm so dumb I got a wife and a kid coming next month. So I'm nervous, so my nerves is waltzing with my pulse.
Oh, pipe down.
What do you mean, pipe down? Ain't it permitted? No more free speech?
Wait a minute. Come on, sit down. Take it easy.
Don't it matter if I want to know whether my kid's going to be a boy or a girl or twins? Or like this fella says, charity begins at home. It don't account no more the home. Look, we know what's what. Guys like us killed on ships, the fish pecking at our eyes. Who cares about us anyway? Everybody's nuts about the Army and Navy. What are we supposed to be, skeletons in a closet or something? Oh, yes, and now they're going to give us medals. Medals. Oh, what good's a medal when you're washed up on the beach in a mess of seaweed? Nobody even knows what you died for. So my kid can sing My Daddy Lies Over the Ocean? Or under it? I want to bounce my kid on my knee. I want to be with my wife. Go on, make a law against it. Put me in a nut house for thinking things like that. Oh, why don't you say something, you old dumb, because I spill what you're all thinking?
I'm thinking plenty. And I ought to make you smell knuckles for the duration.
No. You got your brains in your fists.
But that's what he needs.
No. If that's the way you feel, you got a right to say it. That's what we're fighting for. But you're seeing it cockeyed. You think the rest of us have got nothing close to us but our shirts? I got a family. You think my wife feels good with me on the sea and my boy in England in the Air Force?
You got a boy in the Air Force?
Yes. Why talk about such a common thing? So you want a safe job, huh? Go ask the Czechs and the Poles and the Greeks. They were figuring on safe jobs. They're lined up in front of guns, digging each other's graves. The trouble with you, Pulaski, is you think America is just a place to eat and sleep in. You don't know what side your future is buttered on. Believe.
Don't waste your breath. What are you doing wearing that union badge?
12 ABs, 6 ordinaries, 2 electricians.
Hey, O'Hara, come on. It's one of the new Liberty ships. They just got the dope. They're signing on a full crew.
1 bosun,
That's for me.
1 carpenter, 4 oilers, 4 firemen, 2 wipers. Have your cards ready. Please form in line to be taken care of with the numbers on your card.
She's one of them new babies, the big wagon, and she's fast.
Get in line, please. We'll take the ABs first.
Here we go again, Daddy.
Look who's here.
Guess I talk too much.
Welcome home, sweetheart. No hard feelings, huh? Why should there be any hard feelings?
Gotta a cigarette?
Sure.
Here.
Wife.
Well, I got you this time.
Who's all this?
Jenny, the wife.
I saw your fat face in a newsreel, Mr. Alfred O'Hara. Here's an invitation for you from a judge.
Oh, listen now, Jenny. I've been having a tough time. I've been fighting sharks on a raft for 11 days.
Yeah, did a blonde shark spill that perfume on you?
No, Jenny. That's the smell of the sea.
Yeah? Well, try smelling this for a change.
Them Liberty boats are sure well named.
Many of you are being assigned to active duty for the first time. Others are being transferred to new ships. Some of you have faced the fire of the enemy and given a good account of yourself. Annapolis and West Point have a long and glorious tradition. This is a new school. But you have a tradition, too. The oldest tradition of any American service. American merchant ships carrying vital supplies to George Washington's army were largely responsible for our first victory as a free nation. Remember that. Gentlemen, the future of the United States Merchant Marine is in your hands. Cadet Anderson. You're assigned to the SS Roger Ames, Captain Gustafson. Good luck, smooth sailing.
Thank you, sir.
Cadet Parker? Cadet Parker, you're assigned to the SS Sea Witch. She's a new ship with a famous old name. You already know the captain, Captain Jarvis. Good luck, smooth sailing.
Thank you, sir.
Cadet Turney.
Joe Rossi here?
What do you want to see him about?
I'd rather tell him that.
Oh, hiya, Steve. Come on in. You have a drink?
No, thanks. You look worse than you did on the raft.
Maybe, but I've had a lot more fun. Honey, I want you to meet a good friend of mine, Steve Jarvis.
Wait a minute. Joe, I got a new ship. You're signed on as first, providing you can report in half an hour, and not in that uniform.
You're not going to go, Joe.
Baby, I told you it was going to be like this.
It's an old story with Joe and me.
Is it?
I'm always getting him aboard ship when he's tangled up in something like this.
Something like what?
Oh, don't mind him, Pearl. The old man of the sea. You may know a lot about ships, Steve, but you don't know anything about people.
I know you. She's different. Every one of them's different. I've heard it in Cape Town, Rio, Bombay. Where's your money? You got paid off in a lot of cash.
Now, wait a minute.
We're not going out of here without it. I've had experience. Hand it over.
I'll tell you where his money is if you're so anxious to know. He gave it to me.
I gave it to you.
Yes, he did. And we put it in the bank.
We put it in the... What do you mean, we?
Me and the wife. We got spliced yesterday.
Joe, why did you let me make a fool of myself? Excuse me, Mrs. Rossi. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Joe, how did it happen?
I don't know. You better ask her.
I guess there's no reason that makes any sense. Guess we just like each other.
It makes a lot of sense.
Kind of hard to believe, ain't it? Me all hitched up with a missus.
It's nice to believe it, Joe.
You see, he can't go. He just can't.
Baby. Look, I gotta go. We'll sneak in a honeymoon when I get back. Take you up to Niagara Falls if I don't get tired looking at water by that time.
Joe, please.
Baby, there's one thing you gotta understand. Maybe we guys know more about what's going on than most people. We've been hanging around Axis ports for a long time, and we've seen what they do. What we've seen ain't nice. So we can't sit around holding hands with all that going on. Not with you, Skipper.
I know how it is, Mrs. Rossi. I've been married for 20 years. My wife feels just the same as you do.
Does she?
She's had a lot of experience being a sailor's wife. I'd like you to know her, Mrs. Rossi.
I'd like to.
I'll give you a telephone number. I wish you'd call her. Maybe she'll tell you that I'm not always as dumb as I was when I came in here.
Thanks. I'll finish packing your things. Guess I'm not used to being a sailor's wife.
You better get used to it.
Try.
That's a funny thing. I've been saying goodbye to people all my life. It's the first time it ever meant anything to me.
That's why I married you, Joe.
Huh?
So you would have somebody to say goodbye to and come back to. That's what you wanted, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what I wanted. Oh, say, do you mind if I take this with me?
That doesn't look like a sailor's wife.
Oh, I think it does.
I'll find you something a little more homey.
Yeah, that'll do.
Sorry that fella's in. But I look nice, don't I?
Yeah, he seems to think so. Who is the mug?
Oh, it's nobody, Joe. I don't even remember his name. When will you be back?
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I'm sorry, they don't tell us that.
Just someplace on the ocean.
Can't sail on land.
No place where I could write you.
No, kid, I'm sorry. That's the way it is.
It's all right. Goodbye, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, goodbye, kid. All ready, Skipper.
Well, goodbye, Mrs. Rossi. Don't forget to call my wife.
I won't.
I think you'll like her. I know she'll like you.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Goodbye.
Bye. Finished loading, Mr. Rossi. Sorry I gave you such a deck load, but they need all they can get over there. You batten it down, and we'll do our best to deliver it. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Thank you.
Hey, can you imagine us tanker stiffs on a ship like this?
Yeah, it's like being shacked up in heaven.
Feel that?
You're telling me?
Boy, oh boy, am I going to sleep tonight.
Hello, Chief.
Chief, I want you to meet the guys.
That's Abrams, Pulaski, and Cherub. Boys, meet the Chief. You're going to take that cat out to sea.
Why not? It's dangerous. She might get hurt.
You don't even let her make up her own mind. Maybe she's got other plans.
Oh, she's too young for that.
Oh, I'm going to take care of her. I ain't going to let nothing happen to her.
You forget what happened to Peaches the first?
But Peaches was a lady and she couldn't swim. Now, this cat's different. You know the name I got for him? Thomas.
But that don't give him no duck feet.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been educating him. Each day, I dunk him in a tub of water and shove him around a bit. And now, no kidding, he can swim like a fish. Besides, what you got to worry about? He's got 9 lives, ain't he?
How do you know he ain't used up 8 already? I didn't know you in those blues. How are you, sir? You're shipping out with the old man again, eh?
Yes, sir, and I'm glad to be with him, too. Of course, I don't know how he'll like it when he sees me.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Well, this isn't much like the old tanker, is it? Even smells different.
Sure does. Gives me a kick to be on a new ship like this.
Yes, it's quite a tub. Well, come along with me and I'll show you where to stow your gear. And I'll take you up to see the captain.
Well, thank you, sir.
Another cadet just came aboard, sir. That fills our complement.
What's he like?
He looks pretty good to me. Been torpedoed, spent a week on a raft, and he's raring to go again.
That's fine. We need him like that this trip. Show him in.
All right, this way, son.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Parker. Glad to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
Hope you'll have better luck this time. Get into your working clothes. Plenty for you to do.
Yes, sir.
Parker again. Book-learning sailors instead of experience. Well, I must admit he did all right.
You know, times change, Skipper, and men and ships with it. Take this ship, for instance.
She's a fine one, mister.
Yeah.
Why don't you get one? You rate a master's license. You should have been on the bridge of your own ship a long time ago.
Oh, there's too much worrying and paperwork goes with your job, Skipper. I'd get all tangled up in that stuff and choke myself to death.
Maybe you'll change your mind.
Maybe they'll have to give me a secretary to do all that. Here's our gun crew now. Look at that.
Ensign Wright and gun crew reporting, sir.
Well, glad to have you with us, Mr. Wright. My name's Rossi, first officer. I guess you'd like to see the captain. I'll take you right up.
Thank you. Gee, she's a swell-looking ship.
Yeah.
I hear they got a new 5-inch gun on her.
I hope we have a chance to use it. Maybe we'll get a little excitement.
Get a load of these guys. Holy mackerel. Hey, see it. Look out!
Make way for a sailor.
Why, they're just babies.
Where's your nurses, kid? Ain't you children got the wrong ship? This ain't no Coney Island outing, you know.
Look what they said is for a gun crew. The Navy must be running out of men.
These guys are just pleading for trouble.
Yeah, anytime, anywhere. We're here to protect you guys.
They're here to protect us now, ain't that sweet?
Hey, Mousy, come here a minute. See that star he's got on his chest?
Huh?
You know what that means? Oh, yeah, he got high marks in arithmetic. Hey, Mousy, what was the last ship you were on?
The Lex.
He means the Lexington.
The Lexington? Are you kidding?
Did you knock off any of them jets, kid?
Yeah, we got a few.
Yeah, but what battle was you in? I just enlisted.
Enlisted. What'd you do before you joined up?
Oh, I had a couple of rackets. I was selling neckties at cut rate.
Wrap me up a girdle. With a blonde in it.
All right, break it up, boys, break it up. Mr. Wright, with your permission, I'll have my men show your boys to their quarters.
Thank you, Mr. Rossi.
Pulaski and you, Whitey, take these men aft.
Yes, sir. This way, guys. Follow me. Come on, Sea Scout.
They're taking them kind of young these days, ain't they?
We're getting them young, Mr. Rossi. We're not taking them. Those boys all volunteered for this duty.
Don't get me wrong, Ensign. I'm not objecting to their youth. I'm all for it.
They've all been trained for this job.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because just between you and me, Mr. Wright, I don't think my men could hit the deck with their hats.
All hands on deck. Stand by your lines, fore and aft.
Okay, boys, stop shooting the breeze. We're going to shove off.
Hey, boss, where are we heading for?
I don't know. Cape Town, Algiers, Zanzibar. Now, Zanzibar, there is a town.
Any dames there, boats?
Steady on a course, sir.
Very well. She handles like a sloop.
Yes, sir, she's well mannered.
Range 1800, no change. Range 180. 81, 65. Cut. There ain't any subs. It's gunnery practice. That was pretty sloppy, boys. It took you over 15 seconds. Let's try it again. Set. Range 1800.
If you're going to handle them guns, I'm going to pick me out a good seat in the lifeboat right now.
Wait a minute. Weren't you men detailed by the captain to report here to learn gunnery?
Oh, we're here, ain't we?
Well, it's very important that you learn something about these guns. In the event that some of my boys are knocked out during action. Come on. I want you to watch the loader. Parker, right over behind the trainer. You right over here by the pointer. You're right there. I want you fellas to watch my men very closely. Right, men, set, ready, range 180, scale 69. Range 180, scale 69. Fire, set. Cease firing.
Well, what's so tough about that?
Mister, it took the Navy 6 months to train these men. That's a long time.
I could do it in a week.
Would take you a year.
Listen, Buster.
Hold it, Polanski. Suppose you take the place of the man you've been watching. The rest of you fellas do the same.
There.
This is going to be good.
Set, ready, range 280, scale 35. Fire!
What do you mean, fire? Anything but the door open. That's a breach. All right, breach. It ain't open, is it?
Goldberg. Yes. I'm detailing you to train these men 1 hour a day.
Aye, aye, sir. It'll be a pleasure. What'd you say your racket was before you joined up, buddy? Don't point that thing. It's for the gun.
All right, men. Let's go.
Mr. Rossi. These are our orders. Here's the Canadian Port of Assembly. We pick up the convoy here. Have you bought the courses?
Yes, sir.
And we take on more deck cargo in Canada.
They put any more load on this ship, we'll have to put wheels on her bottom and push her in. Lieutenant with him.
I'm Captain Johnson, pilot, sir. I'll take her up to the moorings. This is Lieutenant McIntosh of the Royal Canadian Navy.
My name is Jarvis. This is my first officer, Mr. Rossi.
How long will it take to get to our berth?
Oh, we'll get through the nets and minefields about 45 minutes. Lieutenant McIntosh is here to give you any information you might want about the convoy.
The convoy commander presents his compliments and asks that you attend the conference.
That's fine. She's all yours, Captain.
Sure.
Holy mackerel, the whole world's here.
Australia, Mexico, Cuba, see?
Willkommen auf der Lichtli Reise.
Hiya, matey. Bonchance. Bonchance. Allá va. Yo me man soy. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo les fue el viaje? Welcome in Haven.
Ruski matrosi. Приветствую вас.
That's something you never seen in your 30 years at sea.
We're going to live to Salem right into Williamshaven and Hamburg and Bremen. I was told to report for a convoy conference. Inside, sir.
This is the number of your ship, sir. Captain Jarvis of the Sea Witch. This is the number of your ship, sir.
Thank you.
Captain Jarvis.
Fever. Man, but it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Rotterdam, 1940.
Yeah?
I'll never forget that evening I spent with you and Frau Zieber and the family.
I don't forget either.
I read what the Nazis did to Rotterdam. You mustn't give up hope. They're safe somewhere.
No. From my ship in the harbor, I looked at the Seelandstraat where my house is. And I see Stukas diving. I see flames, smoke, ruin. They are not safe.
Someday it'll all be over. Then we'll be able to sit once more in your garden by the canal.
In Hottsville.
Attention!
Gentlemen, I wish to introduce the convoy commander who will preside at this conference.
Rear Admiral Hartridge, United States Navy.
Thank you, gentlemen. Carry on. Captain Williams, my operations officer, will give you the details.
Each of you has been given a slip of paper which contains the number of his ship. The ships of this convoy, designated as Convoy 211, will put to sea at the respective times marked in the sealed orders to be given you at the close of this meeting. You will also receive your codes, ciphers, and zigzag plans from Lieutenant Commander Brown at the end of this meeting. Immediately upon weighing anchor, each ship will display her number by a hoist of flags of the International Signal Code. You will proceed directly to the point of rendezvous and assume your positions as shown by this diagram. Our convoy is made up of 73 vessels, not including the naval escort. In order to maintain your position, you have only to match your number with those of the ships around you. Let's take a number at random. Number 28.
Why, that's my number.
The numbers of the ships abeam of you must be 27 and 29. And the numbers of the ships forward and astern of you must be 18 and 38, respectively. Now let's move to the other end of the line. Number 21.
That's me.
This is your position, Captain. Your normal stations will be 500 yards apart. The command will carry the signal number 00. She should be watched for signals at all times. Are there any questions, gentlemen? Yes, Captain.
Do we use only flags for communication?
No, Captain. We will use 5 means of communication. Blinker light, rocket, whistle, flag, and when practical, loudspeaker. But absolute radio silence must be maintained at all times. Yes, Captain.
What means of communication do we use if we lose contact with each other, or if we're forced to scatter?
None. In the event that we are forced to scatter, you will proceed to a new rendezvous at a time and place indicated in your sealed order. Are there any further questions, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, I do not need to emphasize the hazard you're likely to encounter. You all know the efforts the enemy is making to cut the lifeline of Allied supplies. Most of us are strangers here. Our vessels fly the flags of many nations. But we will know each other better after this trip. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you, gentlemen. I will see you at our destination.
Much delay at the rendezvous.
Good. Signal the escort force to commence screening operations.
Aye, aye, sir. Mr. Burke, signal the escort force to commence screening operations.
Aye, aye, sir. Signal, Pennant 4, William, jig, easy.
Pennant 4, William, jig, easy.
On the searchlight, signal, Pennant 4, William, jig, easy.
William, jig, easy.
Patrol to Convoy Commander. From Coastal Patrol to Convoy Commander. This is where we leave you. Good luck.
opened yet?
They are. 10 minutes ago.
Where are we headed?
Russia. Port of Murmansk.
Murmansk? Well, this trip ain't gonna be no picnic.
Never has been.
I guess the only thing that's important is to get that stuff to Russia as quick as possible.
That's right, mister. Make yourself and all the officers acquainted with those orders.
Yes, sir.
Number 31. Porthole uncovered on your stern. Flank it out or we'll machine gun it.
What a day. So rough out there, even the fish are trying to get out from under.
Yeah. You know, this is the kind of a day I'd like to be home with a blonde and a book.
This way could you read?
Who said I could read?
You said it.
Yes, sir. Skipper want me, sir?
No. No, I just surprised to see you sitting up. You better turn in.
I was trying to, but I couldn't make it.
Sit down. Now, these nights are killers, aren't they?
Yeah, I lie in my bunk with my clothes on and try to sleep, but every time that engine slows down, my heart speeds up. In time, I think I can train myself to have an iron nerve like you have.
Now, let me tell you something about my iron nerve, son. It's made of rubber just like everybody else's, so it'll stretch when you need it. You know, people got a funny idea that being brave is not being scared. I don't know, I always figured that when scared, there was nothing to be brave about. The trick is, how much scaring can you take? I got an idea you can take plenty.
I hope so.
Oh, that's your girl?
Yes, sir.
Oh, she's nice looking. What's her name?
Emily Jordan. We want to get married, but we've got to wait till I get my third mate's papers.
You're young enough to wait. How's she feel about you going to sea?
Well, she doesn't feel good.
Same as my wife. Here, take a squint of this.
Say, she looks swell.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have time to have a real good picture taken. Well, it's kind of nice to have somebody at home thinking about you, ain't it?
Yeah.
How'd you ever happen to join the Merchant Marine?
That's what I wanted to do even when I was a kid. I guess I've read everything written about ships. Dana, Conrad, Marriott, Melville.
I never got around to reading that stuff. I've been too busy doing it.
Seems to me like the toughest, most important job anybody can do. Both for now and after the war.
You're right, son. There's no job bigger than this. Let me tell you something. No matter how many planes and tanks and guns you pile up, no matter how many men you got, doesn't mean a thing unless the men get the stuff when they need it. It's your job and my job to see that they get it.
Gee, Mr. Rossi, when you have your own ship, I hope I have a chance to sail with you.
I'm afraid I'm a little too easygoing to be a skipper. Well, you better turn in before you go on watch. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Chop our way through it.
Parker.
Yes, sir.
Take a man aft and rig the towing spar.
Aye, aye, sir. Come on, let's get this spar overboard before that ship back there climbs our tail.
I wish we had one of these sticking over the side.
What for?
keep that Dutch ship off us. I don't want no 10,000 tons of TNT smacking me in the kisser.
Got nothing to worry about. He's just as scared as we are.
I don't know. Ready? Heave.
Turns. Go down 5 turns.
Mac? Go down 5 turns.
What's the matter? Have you got fog up there?
Thicker than your skull. Missed some nice fireworks.
Well, Brown, it's a relief to get clear and have so many of the convoy astern of us. Yes, Admiral. Signal Force reports practically all ships in sight. Good.
All ships resume your position. Take normal distance and interval. All ships resume your position. Take normal distance and interval.
Check a number of those ships, Mr. Rossi.
Yes, sir. All ships resume your position. Take normal distance and interval. All ships resume your position. Take normal distance and interval.
There's that old Dutch tub right abeam of us. They're all over the place. Looks like they'll have to shuffle the pack and deal again.
Der Kapitän. Alle Mann sind auf Gefechtsstation. Alle Rohre sind klar zum Anlauf. Achtung! Scheinangriff!
Pressluft, aus!
4. 3. 2. Torpedo los!
Torpedo los!
Aye, aye, sir. From Convoy Commander to 371 and 406.
371 to Convoy Commander. Go ahead.
From 406 to Convoy Commander. Go ahead.
Search and attack submarines on starboard quarter of Convoy.
All engines ahead. Blank speed.
Back to your station. Sound general alarm. All hands on the forward deck. Check out your fire equipment. Auf 70 Meter schnell. Tauchtiefe 70 Meter. 70 Meter.
This attack might be a decoy. Have the rest of the escort remain on station. The main attack may come from another quarter. Aye, aye, sir.
Noch 27 Sekunden. Alle Rohre sind klar zum Schluss, Herr Kapitän. Noch 20 Sekunden.
Der Feind ist ahnungslos.
Periscope, 2 points abaft the port beam.
Signal 308, submarine's position.
Aye, aye.
Convoy commander to 308.
From 308 to convoy commander, go ahead.
Periscope 2 points abaft to port beam of flagship. Distance 1,400 yards.
Left full rudder, quartermaster.
Aye, aye, sir, left full rudder.
All engines ahead, flank speed.
Angriffszeit.
Angriffszeit!
Angriffszeit.
Angriffszeit!
Angriffszeit.
Wunderbar ran an den Feind.
Halben Schlag Backbord.
Halben Schlag Backbord.
3,
3,
2,
2, Torpedo los.
Kapitein! Kapitein! Torpedo's zien aan stuurboord, sturend op schip!
Help daar, Backbord.
Seconds. Let go your first charge.
Aye, sir. 38 seconds. Stand clear of the depth charge racks. Stand clear of the racks. Stand clear of the racks! Let go, number 1. Let go, number 1, sir. Number 1, go on! Number 1, go on.
Ground signal the convoy to disperse. Aye, aye, sir. 1 pennant, easy cast.
Signalman, 1 pennant, easy cast. Hit it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Fire dispersal rocket.
Aye, sir. Stand by to fire your rocket.
Ready with the rocket, sir.
Fire!
Run into a wolf pack. Charge brought him up. After gun, train on target off port quarter. Range 35. Oh, oh. 9-1. Stay on 9-5.
This keeps up, somebody's gonna get hurt around here.
Forward guns. Submarine on starboard bow.
Einschlagen. What's wo? Torpedo. Los.
Gut. Volltreffer mit Schiff.
New target on starboard beam. Concentrate all guns.
Come right 20 degrees. We'll ram her.
The ram.
you go back! Oh, we did it!
Catch one, Siska. Come left and steady up on 290. Come left and steady up on 290, sir.
Backbord. Halben Schlag Backbord. 2. Torpedo, los!
Torpedo 3 points of starboard bow, 1,000 yards. We're going up sky high. Rudder of engine. Rudder of engine. Lay your guns to starboard.
That was close, sir.
Ja. Ach, das feindliche Schiff hat abgedreht. Wir werden hier folgen. Es ist noch ein amerikanisches Liberty-Schiff. Ruder hart, Steuerbord.
Ruder hart, Steuerbord.
Ruder hart, Steuerbord.
Ohr laden. Los, schnell.
Boats, put a swing on this bomber and get it in place.
All right, sir.
4 men with lines. Over the side and secure those chains.
We ever get the Murmanska, I'm going to buy me a barrel of vodka and get stinking.
You better get 2, then you'll have one.
Ruderhahn, Steuerbord. Kurs Nord-Nordost. Beide Motoren äußerste Kraft voraus.
Ruderhahn, Steuerbord. Kurs Nord-Nordost.
Ruderhahn, Steuerbord.
Beide Motoren äußerste Kraft voraus.
Kurswechsel. 280 Strich. 280 Strich.
Kurswechsel. Ruderhahn, Steuerbord. Kurs Nordost.
Kurswechsel. Ruderhahn, Steuerbord.
You know, it's a funny thing. Now that it's all over, my course is pointing like a house afire.
You got more sense in your feet than you got in your head. At least your feet know we're in trouble.
What are you beefing about now?
Well, what chance have we got here all alone in the North Atlantic? They can pick us off here like a duck in a barrel.
Well, the convoy's going to get together again.
Who says so?
They got it all fixed. They got one of them things like you have with dames.
What things?
You know. A fellow and a dame. Yeah, a guy's been going with a dame for a long time, then he don't see her for a long time. Then they get together again. Rendezvous?
Abram, get your tail off that deck. You're not packed in the bleachers. Pulaski, get the lead out of your britches. This is no Frank picnic. Aye, aye, sir.
Who does he think he is, Simon McCree? On this.
Wir sind auf äußerster Kraft, der Kapitän.
Es hat keinen Zweck. Diese amerikanischen Liberty-Ships sind zu schnell für uns unter See. Wir müssen auftauchen.
Klar zum Auftauchen. Alle Mann auf Tauchstation. Übernehmen Sie.
Jawohl, Oberleutnant. Alle Mann auf Tauchstation. Rettungsmotoren an. Segel ein. Alle Stationen melden, wenn klar.
Start by the machine. Start by the machine.
Folgen Sie, aber kommen Sie nicht näher als 3 Meilen.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän.
Kurs 43 Strich.
Jawohl, Leutnant. 43 Strich.
Take a look at that. What do you make of it?
It's a sub. To the right. Yes. Off the port quarter. That's a U-boat, all right. She's out of range. She's playing tag and we're it.
Hard right, quartermaster! Hard right, sir!
Ablösung, Herr Oberleutnant. Alles in Ordnung auf Deck. Keine besondere Beobachtung. Kurs 38 Grad.
Now, gentlemen, as you know, a submarine's been tailing us for hours. I deliberately changed my course to lead him away from the convoy. You know what that means. We can't rejoin. We're on our own. Mr. Wright, it looks as if you and your men will have that chance you've been waiting for. The sub's keeping out of range, sir, because she doesn't want to match guns. I think she'll dog us till night, submerge, and then attack. Maybe. Mr. Carnival, a couple of extra knots up your sleeve. I want them right now.
I'll try, sir.
We can't expect any help. Our first job is to shake that sub off our tail. Our next is to beat our way to Murmanska and deliver the goods. With God's help, that's what we intend to do. Mr. Rossi, double your watch and be ready for any emergency.
Aye, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Aye, sir.
I wonder what them guys in the sub are thinking about.
They're Nazis. They don't think.
What do you mean, they're Nazis? They don't think. Don't kid yourself. They think all right. You want to know what they're thinking about? About us, about this ship. They're thinking about knocking us off.
I can't understand. There's a sub following us, and my feet don't hurt.
It's right. Yes, sir. What can we expect? After dark, you'll probably pick up speed to get ahead of us. And stay with us to pick up the convoy. Any case, he'll let us have one before dawn.
Anything we can do to put your guns in range?
Now, if we slow down, he will, too. It'll be dark in another hour.
Yeah. It's gonna be a black night. And a long one.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Fräulein Howeins, übernehmen Sie die Wache. Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Leutnant Ernst, gehen Sie unter Deck. Übernehmen Sie das Horchgerät. Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Und melden Sie jegliche Kursänderung. Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Der Herr Kapitän hat mir befohlen, Sie abzulösen. Jawohl, Herr Leutnant. Zeit befindet sich 60 Grad Steuerung. Danke. Dass wir das Schiff nicht in der Dunkelheit verlieren. Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Beide Maschinen, äußerste Kraft voraus. Beide Maschinen, äußerste Kraft voraus.
She seems to be coming up a little.
Yeah. Want to throw a shot at her?
No, she's too far out of range. One round will keep him away. I'll try one, sir. After gun, be ready to fire on target off port quarter.
Range 8,000. Scale.
Fire! Through the hot boat! Through the hot boat!
In about 2 hours, there'll be a beam of us.
Yes, sir.
Got a lot of waiting to do. How's your pulse, kid?
I'm okay, sir. There's not much chance of getting away from them, is there?
In the way that I know of.
We
run, they'll follow us. If we stop, they'll spot us with their listening devices, if there's anything to listen. Parker, have the chief engineer report to me in the chart room on the double.
Aye, sir.
Hey, Captain, you know it's only going to be a short time before that sub comes up abeam of us.
I know that, mister.
Well, I've asked the chief engineer to come up here to find out if it's possible to turn off every piece of machinery, cut out every sound.
To beat the sub sound detector.
Oh, we've got to. They can pick up anything.
You mean secure the boilers?
Yeah. It's the only way I can think of to lose that pig boat. Oh, in here, Mac.
Did you send for me, sir?
Chief, can you black out every sound on board?
Pumps, circulators, generators, everything, the whole plant.
I can, but I won't be responsible for the safety of the ship.
Would you be responsible for the safety of the ship if we get struck with a torpedo amidships? How long will it take you to secure everything?
10 minutes.
Can you get steam up again in half an hour?
Yes, sir.
It's worth the risk. Go ahead.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Rossi, check the wind and estimate the drift. Pass the word along to the bosun. I want complete silence throughout the ship.
Aye. Everything's secure, sir. All we gotta do now is wait.
I wish I was in Times Square. Take a subway home. Yeah, baby. Stay put. For crying out loud, don't make no noise.
Was zum Teufel ist denn los hier? Ich hörte das 20 Grad, Herr Kapitän. Jetzt ist es plötzlich verschwunden.
Unsinn, unmöglich.
Verbindung geprüft? Jawohl, Herr Kapitän, das Gerät ist in bester Ordnung. Sorgen Sie für Ruhe im Schiff. Ruhe an Bord.
Sonderbar. Alles ist ruhig. Nicht das geringste Geräusch.
Ha, die Kerle versuchen uns reinzulegen. Haben Sie etwas gesehen?
Nein, Herr Kapitän.
Alarmzustand. Befehlen Sie die Schutzmannschaft, auf sich zu schießen.
Schießen Sie auf sich!
Ruhig, leise. Die Kerle haben alle Maschinen abgestellt. My cornerstone hurried.
Do you know what I'm doing when this is over? I'm putting into port. I'm getting off the ship. I'm putting an oar on my shoulder, and I'm starting inland. And the first time a guy says to me, "What's that on your shoulder?" That's where I'm settling for the rest of my life.
Shut up!
Hey, pipe down.
Soll ich eine Leuchtrakete abfeuern, Herr Kapitän? Nein, das ist gerade, was Sie gern möchten, damit wir unsere Position verraten. Aber was tun, damit wir das Schiff nicht verlieren? Da ist nur eine Möglichkeit. Wir müssen die Gegend abkreuzen. Falls sie starten, finden wir sie im Gret. Beide Maschinen langsamer Fahrt voraus. Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Beide Maschinen langsame Fahrt voraus.
Start beide Maschinen.
Start beide Maschinen.
got something out there. You hear it? Sounds like she's about a half mile off our stern. Yeah.
Oh, this pounding so fast it's gonna bust right out of my chest.
Take it easy, kid.
Tie a knot in that cat's neck and toss it overboard. Wait a minute, guy.
Beide Maschinen, stopp.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän.
Beide Motoren, stopp.
Beide Maschinen, stopp.
Beide Maschinen, stopp.
I can't hear it right now.
She's gone.
There's no telling. They may have blacked out, too. We'll drift till dawn.
So dunkel, irgendetwas zu sehen.
Ist es nicht gefährlich, hier zu liegen, Herr Kapitän?
Starten Sie. Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Ja, beide Maschinen. Beide Maschinen, langsame Fahrt voraus.
Ich stehe jetzt unter Deck. Nach 4 Meilen gehen Sie auf halbe Fahrt.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän.
Stellen Sie direkte Verbindung her mit der Luftwaffe.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän. Hier, Herr Kapitän.
Aha. Wir sind auf der Route nach Murmansk. Das Liberty-Ship muss durch diese Wasser passieren.
Das Gerät ist klar zum Senden, Herr Kapitän. Bin in Verbindung mit Luftwaffe.
Senden Sie. Unterseeboot 151 an AZADA Luftwaffe. Amerikanisches Liberty-Ship auf Murmansk-Route soeben verloren.
Hauptmann, bin in direkter Verbindung mit Unterseeboot 151.
What do you see?
All clear, sir. Can't pick up a thing.
Well, Mr. Wright, check with the crow's nest. Crow's nest, everything clear up there? All clear, sir. Good. Chief, I'll expect full boilers in half an hour.
I'll give you all the steam you need in half an hour, sir. And maybe before that. Light off both boilers. Get the fires under both boilers right away.
Swell to be moving again. It sure was like sailing a ghost ship last night. Listen. Listen to what?
Them engines. Don't they sound good?
Don't do that, Pulaski. My ears are still sticking out from all the listening I did last night.
How do you like that? Don't you know you just scared me out of 2 years' growth? And at my age, that ain't so good.
It felt like cheering when the sun came up and that stinking sub wasn't around. It feels nice and warm in here.
What's the matter, kid? You're not eating.
Oh, I ain't hungry. No wonder he ain't hungry with this belly wash.
This what?
Belly wash, that's what I said, and that's because I'm polite. If it ain't the mines, it's the subs. If it ain't the subs, it's the bombs. If it ain't the bombs, it's this arsenic this guy gives us for grub. You ought to be charged with murder.
Why don't you dry up? Don't pay any attention to him, Cookie. We're all at a point where we're going to bite off each other's heads. I nearly bit my own off last night.
Ooh.
What's the matter? Don't tell me your feet are hurting you again.
No, it's my head. Ooh.
Well, that's okay with me. Just so it ain't his feet.
Oh, wait a minute. This may be serious. Just how bad is your head hurt?
Oh, very bad, very bad. It's a funny thing. I can't understand it. I hardly ever have a headache.
You shouldn't eat so much for the headache. Why not? It don't go to my head.
Anything else hurt?
Yes, my,
Never mind.
Ein amerikanisches Liberty-Schiff ist auf der Route nach Murmansk. Es muss sich in dieser Gegend befinden. Hier. Verstanden?
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann.
Starren Sie sofort. Sie fliegen in 10 Kilometer Quadrate. Berichten Sie viertelstündlich. Und finden Sie das Schiff.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann. Hear that?
Maybe Russian planes coming out to meet us.
Maybe, but that's Norway off to starboard.
Unidentified planes off the starboard bow.
Aircraft sighted.
Where away?
Starboard bow. Altitude approximately 10 to 15.
Unidentified planes, 2 points off starboard bow.
Sound general alarm.
Sound general alarm.
Anti-aircraft batteries track target.
Sir. That guy down out of the crow's nest.
Crow's nest. Come on down out of there. Engine room. Stand by for maneuvers.
Aye, aye, sir.
Get the quartermaster below. Steer 40.
Get below, steer 40, and swing out when you're ready.
Aye, aye, sir.
get you, Steve?
In the leg. Take over, Joe.
All right, boy, take him to his cabin.
Yes?
Forward gun! Our system's dead. Parker, go forward, on the double.
Well done, Parker.
Thank you, sir. Need another man here.
Take it easy. How many of these do you want, Steve?
Just one.
What's the condition of the ship?
She's still afloat.
Can you keep her afloat?
We got to. We're in no condition to swim.
What about the men?
I'll tell you about that later, Steve.
Parker.
Later, Steve. I'll give you a full report later. I'm just going to sting a little bit. Oh, close those ports. Let's get that lamp. A little higher. Just hold that leg down tight. Don't let it move. Here we go, Steve. I'm going to start digging.
All right. Go for it. As a surgeon, you're a great first mate. Did you get it?
Yeah. Oh, hand me that bottle of sulfur. That brown bottle there. That's right. I think you'll be all right now, Steve.
Thank you, Joe.
How do you feel now, Steve?
Better, Joe. So you got a ship of your own after all. You're the skipper from now on.
I'll try to take care of her for you. I'll look in on you later.
How's the captain?
I will know better in a few hours. You got Parker's things packed yet?
Almost finished, sir.
Stow him in my cabin when you get through. We'll send him back to his folks in Kansas. Get to the States.
Ain't much for him to get back.
about these?
I'll take them. That was girl. He told me about her.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Here's one that ain't finished yet. I didn't mean it, Mr. Rossi, but I read it.
Okay.
It's got things in there. Like where he says he was so scared he couldn't sleep nights. It's the way we all feel. Well, he says it was okay on account of he has confidence in us, the crew.
He was a good kid.
And I used to ride him all the time.
He made a fine officer.
You mean that he used to study all these books?
Well, you got to learn it one way or another.
Mr. Rossi, do you mind if I borrow a couple of these?
I don't think Parker will mind. Put on deck when you get his gear stowed. Work hard enough, maybe you can wear one of those someday. All ready for the service, Steve.
I wish I could do it for you, Joe.
I think you better mark in the book the parts that I'm to read.
I've done that.
I am the resurrection and the life, saith the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's the word of God, and it's good. I don't think he'd mind if I put my oar in. These are 8 men we knew and liked. Guys like us. Guys we ate with and slept with and fought with. Well, we just a little luckier than they were. We'll miss them. All of them. Gunner's mate first class Michael Ahern. Gunner's mate second class Frank Rossetti. Apprentice seaman Morris Goldberg. Able seaman George Anderson. Able seaman William Ordinsky. Able seaman John Murphy. Able seaman Henry Bone. And, Cadet Ezra Parker. I guess I knew Parker a little better than the others. Came from Kansas. Had a girl. All the ocean he ever knew was in a mud hole, but he had to go to sea. Well, we're giving them all a good send-off. It's too bad their folks ain't here to see it, because I know they'd feel better about it. I'm sorry they had to die. I'm sorry they didn't get a chance to live out their lives, so they could have finished the things they started out to do. But those are the breaks. Any one of us could be lying here tomorrow and somebody reads a book over us and tossed in the sea. But that ain't what's important. A lot more people are gonna die before this is over. And it's up to the ones that come through to make sure that they didn't die for nothing. Will you men join me in the Lord's Prayer?
Deliver us from evil, amen.
He therefore commit his body to the deep, looking for the general resurrection in the last day, and the life of the world to come through our Lord Jesus Christ, and whose second coming in glorious majesty to judge the world, the sea shall give up her dead, and the corruptible bodies of those who sleep in him shall be changed, made like unto his glorious body, whereby he is able to subdue all things unto himself. I wish we'd run into some good, dirty, stinking fog. That'd help keep them away. How's your forward gun, Mr. Wright?
Pretty bad shape. We're patching her up. The ack-acks are okay, though.
Well, keep working on that gun. We may need it. How's it below, Chief?
Plates are none too good. Propeller shafts through the lane.
How much speed can you make?
Less than half of what you've been getting. About 6 knots.
How's your cargo?
Can't take much more of a beating, sir.
Pardon the suggestion, mister, but why don't we head for Scotland? We could pick up a convoy there, and I'm telling you, a trip to perdition would be like a pleasure cruise compared to what we're going into.
Now, we'll hold our course. Smoke?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, don't worry, Mac. We'll make it.
I hope so. I can't swim.
What's it? What?
Another match, please.
What's the matter? You superstitious?
No, but I didn't like to tempt Providence.
Wir haben sie getroffen.
Looks like they got us in #1 hold.
There's a hole forward so you can drive a tank through.
Break out all the gasoline oil you got, spread it amidships, and set fire to it.
All right.
Mac, what's the damage down there?
Making water, sir. We've started the Gulf pump. We can keep her under control.
All right, keep operating and send a man forward to secure the bulkhead.
All hands to the cargo winch.
Bring your guns to starboard and hold your fire.
Bring out those fire buckets, throw out the sand, fill them with gas and oil, spread it on the forward deck and light it.
What's he gone crazy? What you want to burn a ship up for?
Trying to bring that sub to the surface. Mac, come here to me.
I think we're sinking. They won't waste a torpedo on us. They may surface.
Room. Let oil at the boiler fire. I want a smoke screen.
We'll give it to you, mister. Open up 3, 5, and 7 oil valves.
Radio room, send out SOS. We're abandoning ship. I don't believe it.
Sie verlassen das Schiff. Es muss jeden Moment sinken. Oder hart Steuerbord, schnell.
Oder hart Steuerbord.
Auftauchen, beeilen Sie sich.
Look, she's surfacing.
Hard right, sir. Run a hard right. Ship swinging right all the time, sir.
Steady as you go.
Steady as she goes, sir.
Close. Schnell. Meine Maschine aus der Packe raus. Alarmtauchen, Alarmtauchen. Alarmtauchen, Alarmtauchen.
Report to me.
Steve, you remember when the old tanker burned, the Nazis rammed our lifeboat? You swore you'd find him and slice him like a piece of cheese?
Don't leave the bridge and I'll talk to you later.
Aye, aye, sir. Ocean! Get that fire out! Get a move on! Want to go into my manse looking like a tramp?
How many more days to Murmanska?
Oh, a couple, maybe 3.
I keep pinching myself to see if I'm alive.
Keep pinching, will you? We ain't there yet.
Hey, look! Ship blades off the starboard quarter!
Командир эскадры капитан Петров всем береговым постам. Мы обнаружили американский фрейтер. Либерти шип.
Sure you can make it?
No, beyond that, frigid ships has to build a frame to hold me up.
How do you like that? Nice, huh? A regular Rembrandt. You know, if we keep knocking off Nazis like this, they'll be commissioning us into the Navy. The USS Seawitch. Yes, sir. That's us.
Miracle. That isn't a miracle. It's American seamanship.
That's a great welcome for you, Joe. Not for me, Cap. It's for the ship.
What's the heaving line on the dock?
Hey, what does that mean, Tavarish? That means comrade. That's good. Oh, comrade, comrade!
The first time I ever wanted to get a longshoreman.
What's wrong, Joe?
I'm just thinking about the trip back.
From the freedom-loving peoples of the United Nations to our merchant seamen on all the oceans goes our everlasting gratitude. With their aid, we shall build a bridge of ships to our allies, over which we will roll the implements of war. We shall see to it that men and materials will be delivered where they're needed and when they're needed. Nothing on land, in the air, on the sea, or under the sea shall prevent our complete and final victory.